Welcome to Red Arrow Park as we get set for some Summer Learning League baseball. Despite what anybody says, there's still no better place to be than out at the ballpark, and we're out here tonight as the Loyal Greyhounds come into town to take on Abbotsford Colby. Steve Ockenick, Sports on Focus, here to take you through this one. Well, as we said, it's learning, it's Summer League, a chance for teams to work out some new players, try some guys in some different positions, so it's going to be fun. 2 5-inning games, I believe, is on the schedule for tonight. Take a quick look here, make sure I'm right on that. Yes, it is 2 5s. So 10 innings of baseball for you today in the heat. Lucky for you guys, you're all home, hopefully in nice, cool air conditioning, but know one thing, when it gets kind of hot and humid like this, that ball will fly. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams adjust to the conditions, because we really haven't had much of this during the regular season. During the regular varsity season, there really wasn't much for this type of hot weather, about 3-4 days worth. So running a little behind here with infield, outfield, but we should be getting started here in just a little bit. We will be in Appleton Wednesday, Thursday. 3 local teams qualifying for the WIA State Baseball Tournament. Mosinee in Division 2, Amherst in Division 3, and then Columbus Catholic qualifying in Division 4. So we will be over in Appleton to get you highlights of all of those. Check those out on our social medias at Sports on Focus and at On Focus. We will also then on Friday get some 14U baseball from up in Medford. Medford hosting a bit of a tournament up there. And then Saturday we will be in Wapaka. The Battle of the Chain. Big amateur league baseball tournament up there in Wapaka. So we'll have day 2 of that, including the championship game. Sunday to be determined. Monday we get back into some high school stuff with some Legion baseball from Medford. It's Medford versus Minocqua. As we dive into this summer season for a month and a half before we start getting prepped for fall sports and baseball and football and volleyball and cross country and soccer and all the rest of it. Abby Colby wearing the old school Abby uniforms from back in the day with the red with the black sleeves. It's a good look. They've switched to a more generic Abbotsford Colby jersey going now that they have co-op, but it's still a good look. Run you through the lineups here real quick. For Loyal, Eli Zettler will lead things off. He's in center field. Ethan Lidner at third base, bats second. Kane Tofar is at short, bats third. Rajan Ashbeck, and correct any of these names on me. I was trying to read both coaches' handwriting, but we'll be doing the pitching. He's fourth. Turn Scheel catching, batting fifth. Reed Stiglitz in left field, batting sixth. Vaughn Zettler at first base, bats seventh. Seth Duell is at second base, bats eighth. And Caden Landini is in right field, bats ninth. For Abbotsford Colby, JV Castillo will lead things off. He's at short. Blake Bargander will bat second. He's catching. Brandon Dietrich is doing the pitching. He's at third. Doing the pitching, he bats third. Nano Lopez at third, bats fourth. AJ Broadhagen at second, bats fifth. Noah Schroffnagel at first, bats sixth. Braxton Smith is in left field, bats seventh. Jackson Snap is in center field, bats eighth. And Jack Sheehan in right field will bat number 9. So Brandon Dietrich will do the pitching. We saw some of that from him last time we saw him was here on a Friday quarterfinal game that got postponed against Anago. He came in relief and kind of kept that game relatively close. But Abby Colby falling to Anago. So our umpire is not in normal uniform today, but we've got it. First pitch. That one hit in the air. That one in the gap. That one's going to get down for a base hit, get all the way past to the wall. Zettler holding at second. He will lead things off with a double. So a double to lead things off for Loyal, and that will bring up Ethan Lidner to face Brandon Dietrich. Dietrich takes a look back at second. Now the pitch. Just a bit inside for a ball, 1-0. Dietrich looks in. The pitch. That catches the plate for a strike, 1-1. Dietrich again, a look back at second, the kick, and the pitch. That one is hit on a line, but right to A.J. Broadhagen. That's the first out of the inning. 1 out, and that will bring up Kane Tofar. Dietrich the pitch. That one in the dirt. Ball one. The pitch. Just a bit low, 2-0. It's had 2 5s today. So, some quick games, but 2 of them. Kind of nice, get a chance to reset everything. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 3, 3-0. Both of these teams getting a little extra time off. That's the pitch. Catches the plate for a strike, 3-1. Abbotsford last played, it would be 2 weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. Actually, check that. They had a couple games of these kind of games, but their last varsity game that catches the plate for a strike was that loss to Anago. They played a couple these summer games. One of these, they had a 7 and a 5 against Marathon. The pitch. That one chopped on the ground. To second, pick, throw. Second out of the inning, but that does move Zettler up. Good situational hitting there from Tofar. So now runner at third, 2 outs, and that will bring up Rogan Ashbeck. Couple looks the pitch. Drops that one in there, 0-1. Dietrich looks, he's looking in, ready to go. Ashbeck still getting the sign. The pitch. That one chopped on the ground, foul. Quickly 0-2. So Ashbeck digs back in, the 0-2. Fouls that one off, stays alive. Dietrich gets himself reset. I think both pitchers might take a little extra time here today with the warmer temperatures. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. Loyal gets one on with the leadoff double. They leave him stranded at third. We head to the bottom of the first. Castillo, Bargander, Dietrich due up for Abbotsford when we come back. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the first. Castillo, Bargander, Dietrich due up for Coach Bargander's Abby Colby squad. Wearing the red Abby jerseys here today. Talking with Coach Bargander, there's a good chance we might see other summer baseball starting up here in Abbotsford next year. They might be resurrecting the old Abbotsford Merchants, formerly of the Dairyland League. Speaking of Dairyland League baseball, we will be in Merrill on Sunday. Make sure I got that one right. Pittsville River Bandits at the Merrill Rangers. To be 100% sure I'm right that one is on Sunday. Yep, that is a baseball doubleheader from Merrill on Sunday, so that should be a good couple games there. As we get fully into summer sports, we got 2 days of the regular high school season to wrap up. Columbus Catholic plays at 10 tomorrow morning from Appleton. So they have the second game of the day. Regis versus Oakfield is game one. Columbus Catholic versus Bangor will be the second game. That one at approximately 10 o'clock. Then at 12:30, number 1 seed Amherst hosts plays number 4 Cuba City. Then St. Croix Falls plays Kenosha St. Joseph after that. And then to wrap the night up, Mosinee plays Jefferson. That game at approximately 5:30. Pewaukee, Denmark after that at about 7:30. Now, obviously with the weather forecast, all of that very likely to change, and things will be fluid throughout the next couple days. First pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike from Rogan Ashbeck. So just keep an eye on the WA's website and our social media as we piece things together. The pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Other baseball news. Menominee Falls advances over Westosha Central 6-1. That pitch. Just a bit low ball one. 1-2. Bayport over Sun Prairie 4-2. Eau Claire North over Greendale 4-2. That one just fouled off by JV Castillo. And Milton and Arrowhead playing currently. Or that one just... Milton leading Arrowhead 8-3. Start Division I, the pitch. That one popped straight up. That's going to get up and out of play. Out onto 5th Street. If you're still room for you here if you want to come down to the ballpark. Concession stand is open for all those tasty treats as well. If you're going to park here, make sure to park a block, half a block or block away, just to be safe. The kick, the pitch. That one a bit high. 2-2. Ashbeck, the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Full count. 3-2. Yep. The pitch. That one hit on the ground. Too short. Good pick. Throw to first in time. One away. Tofar with the good pick at short. First out of the inning, and that will bring up Blake Bargander. The pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of the off-speed 0-1. Ashbeck sets. The pitch. That one popped foul. That one might stay in play. Just out of our view, but just gets out of play. 0-2. That Milton Arrowhead game, that is in the 6th. So Division I quarterfinals and semifinals tonight. Today and tonight. The kick and the pitch. That one hit on a line to short again. Good pick. The throw. Well in time. That gets the second out of the inning. And that will bring up Brandon Dietrich, the pitcher. Ashbeck getting a couple good ground outs. He's got the kick, the pitch. That one hit on a line. That one's going to get through a base hit. Right back up the middle. The single puts a runner on with 2 outs, and that will bring up Nano Lopez. See, Ashbeck, we're talking a little bit. He's got a bit of a sidearm delivery. Not something you see all that often in high school. Pickoff play at first. Ooh. Dietrich having to swim move a little bit to get back in there. Talked a little bit about it being warm. 91 according to Weather Channel right now. 99 is the heat index. The pitch. Misses for a ball. 1-0. Ashbeck. The pitch. Runner goes. The throw to second is well into center field. So Dietrich steals second. So first, that pitch does come across for a strike. So 1-1 on Nano Lopez. Ashbeck, couple looks back at second. Now the pitch. And he hits him. So Lopez gets hit by the pitch. That puts 2 on with 2 outs now. And that will bring A.J. Broadhagen to the plate. So they're going to... The pitch. Just missing a bit low for a ball. 1-0. As Broadhagen looking, he's had an RBI opportunity here. You gotta capitalize on those because you're not gonna 5-inning game. You've not gonna get too many off. And steps off, and they got him hung up. Throw to third, and they don't get it in time. That will allow Lopez to advance. So call it a stolen base. So 2 in scoring position. They had him picked off, just didn't get the throw over in time. So Ashbeck still 1-0 on Broadhagen. The pitch. Now been high and outside. Gets away. They're gonna send the runner, and the first run comes across. On the wild pitch. Moves a runner up moves everybody up 90 feet. And it is 1-0 Abbotsford Colby. Ashbeck, the pitch. Just off the outside, 2-0. Oh, 3-0. Forgot the one on the pass ball. The pitch. Low ball 4, and that's a walk. First and third, 2 outs, and that'll bring up Noah Schroffnagel. Sets. The pitch. Runner goes high. They fake the throw. They will let Broadhagen take second. On the pitch out, so ball 1. Ashbeck the pitch. Just misses the inside corner, 2-0. Big lead by Lopez here at third. Looks back at second, the pitch. Just missing again. 3-0. Got plenty of water up here in the press box today. Get through this one. The pitch. Drops in for a strike. 2-1, I guess. According to the scoreboard in the outfield. The pitch. Holds off. Actually, I was right. It was 3-0. That's ball 4, and that's a walk. So all of this with 2 outs. Couple ground outs to short, and then Dietrich singled, the hit by pitch, and then 2 walks. Ashbeck. The pitch. Out in front is Braxton Smith, strike 1. The pitch. Just a bit low and outside, 1-1. Ashback, the kick, the pitch. Bit low and outside again, 2-1. The pitch. That one is popped high in the air, but that's going to hook foul and out of play. 2-2. Ashbeck sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. Abbotsford Colby loads the bases with 2 outs, but they only get 1 across. We head to the top of the second. Shields, Stiglitz, Zettler due up for Loyal when we come back.
Forward being a mutual, it's a great opportunity for customers that bank with us because it allows us to make decisions for the long term, for our community, for our customers, and for our employees. We're not driven for profit as most companies are, so we can make decisions that are good for our communities, our employees, and our depositors, and that's very unique.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the second. Loyal looking to even this one up. Trinshield, Reed Stiglitz, Von Zettler due up. to face Brandon Dietrich on for his second inning of work. We are back here on the 21st. So that'll be a week from today. Actually, no, we won't be here. We will be in Edgar. The pitch, that one hit in the air. Center field drifting over. The catch is made out there. That is Jackson Snap. Made that look interesting for just a moment, but in the right spot. One down. And that will bring up Reed Stiglitz. Dietrich, the wind and the pitch. In the dirt, gets past, ball 1, 1-0. Right now, the plan would be possibly they play Edgar in Edgar. We'll see about options on that one. Next time we are back here at Red Arrow Park would be on the 25th, the kick and the pitch. That one sliced down the line, but foul. 1-1. Just wide of third. Would be on the 25th. Abbotsford hosting a Legion tournament. That is, I believe, just day 2, I believe, of that. Sure, I'm right on that. Yeah, that would be day 2. So 4 games that day. It's a mixture of Legion teams and Summer League and all sorts of fun stuff. The pitch. That one fouled off. 1-2. Dietrich. Back into his wind and the pitch. That one high for a ball, 2-2. Dietrich into his wind and the pitch. Strike 3 looking. 2 down. Good pitch there from Dietrich. The wind and the pitch. Strike 1 to Von Zettler. 2 outs. Dietrich, the wind and the pitch. Bit low for a ball. 1-1. Blake Bargander, one of the better framers in the area. But when you scoop up a bunch of dirt with it, you're probably not going to get the call, the pitch. That one catches the zone for the strike, 1-2. Dietrich, the kick and the pitch. That one hit on the ground. It's going to be a tough play. Pick, throw in time. Broadhagen just able to get to that one in time. That'll end the inning. The Greyhounds go in order in the second. We head to the bottom. Jackson Snap, Jackson Sheehan, JV Castillo due up for Abby Colby when we come back.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no?
Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh, aren't you 2-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
or hitting football players.
The agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
Welcome back. Well, I'll tell you what, I'd rather be here than watching the Brewers right now. They're down 2-0 to the Mets. We got some good Summer League baseball here for you. Thanks for joining us. Tell your friends and neighbors and acquaintances and enemies where you're watching and see if they want to tune in and catch some high school baseball. Game 1 of a 2-5 inning game doubleheader. Checking in. Gonna keep an eye on that temperature throughout the day to see throughout the game to see which direction it's going. It has gone down a degree. It is now only 90. Feels like 98. They'll have a break in between games to catch their breath just a little bit. But we are ready to go for the bottom of the second. It'll be 8-9-1 Snap Sheehan Castillo due up for the Abby Colby squad. Looking to extend on this 1-0 lead. They got base runners all with 2 outs in that first inning. Castillo and Blake Bargander both grounded out to short. Then Dietrich singled. Lopez was hit by a pitch. Broadhagen walked. Schruffnagel walked to load the bases up. Then Braxton Smith with the strikeout. First pitch. Shows bunt, lays that one down. It's foul. The backspin on that one landed about 3-4 feet in front of the plate and backspun back into foul territory. So ends up just being a long run for Jackson Snap. The pitch. That one is popped up. Foul territory drifting over. That's going to get out of play. 0-2. In the few games we had a chance to see Abby Colby this year, Jackson Snap showing off his speed. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. And that will bring up Jack Sheehan. I believe he's going to be one of the younger kids getting called up here today for Coach Bargander. The pitch. That one a strike. Held his swing. Strike anyway. 0-1. But probably a player that might see some time next year. The pitch. In the dirt, ball 1, 1-1. Playing in that Merriwood North, Abbotsford getting some chances sometimes. Abbotsford Colby getting some chances sometimes. The pitch. That one followed off at the plate. 1-2. Get some extra guys in. A little bit of haze. Can't quite see it on the camera, but from our vantage point, when you look out a little further, just one of those hot, hazy summer days. The pitch. Inside for a ball. 2-2. Look in from Ashbeck and the pitch. That one hit on a line, but that one's going to be foul. So, good battle here for Jack Sheehan. fouled a few pitches off. This pitch comes in. That one hit on the ground. Right back to Ashbeck. Throw to first in time. That's the second out of the inning. But what you'd like to see there, a good battle from the young kid, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And JV Castillo grounded out to short his last time up. Abbotsford Colby made the first 2 outs of the inning. The pitch, that one, check swing on the ground, goes through the legs. Castillo is going to reach on the error. You see that sometimes for a player that maybe hasn't seen as much of this infield. This infield can slow things down, and the bounce can be a little interesting as it transitions from the grass to the dirt. Von Zettler just not quite able to settle that one. So Castillo will reach. Throw back to first, not in time. And someone yells back. Quite loudly from the dugout. See Castillo probably on the go. He is. The pitch is inside. The throw down. Castillo swipes second. So Castillo swipes second. Nice jump. Oh. The kick in the pitch. That one hit on a line. That one's going to drop in for a hit. They will send Castillo. The throw will be late. He will score, gets past. They will bring Bargander. He's digging for third, and he will be in safe at third. So a double for Blake Bargander. Give him the hit. The error on the throw will send Bargander to third. So that ends up runner at third, 2 outs. And that will bring up Brandon Dietrich. He singled and scored a run. See, almost like a softball stance there from the pitch. That one misses for a ball for the courtesy runner, Connor Decker. The pitch. That one hit on a line. That one's going to find its way through a base hit. Decker will score. Dietrich will take a big turn, but he will head back to first with an RBI single. And that will bring Nano Lopez to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Throw back to first. That gets past. And that will send Dietrich to second. Long look in, the pitch. Inside for a ball to Nano Lopez, 1-0. The pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-0. Again, a long look at second. He had a good pickoff move earlier, the pitch. That ball gets past, and that will advance Dietrich to third. Two runs across in the inning for Abbotsford Colby. Dietrich takes the lead. The pitch. High and tight, and Nano Lopez draws the walk. So that sets up first and third with 2 outs. And again, for the second inning in a row. And time called as coaches are going to come out. I think this might be it for Ashbeck. And it is. The pitching change has been made. Ashbeck's going to throws his 46. And we're going to reset. But we're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back with the new pitcher right after this.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back. Well, number 3 is the new pitcher. Did not get numbers on the substitutes for Loyal, so not 100% sure who this is, but as soon as we find out, we will drop that in there. If you recognize him, let us know in the comments. But for right now, he will be the pitcher. Getting his last little warm-up tosses in. It's a good chance here to see guys, get a bunch of guys in, give them a chance to play a few games. Especially going into next year. Loyal obviously looking to expand on the season they had, as is Abby Colby. Abby Colby won the Merriwood North, but did not. Ran into a Antigo team and just one of those days on a Friday afternoon. Played at noon. The runner goes, the pitch, swing and a miss. They will cut the throw off. The throw home will be late. The first and third play executed to perfection by Abby Colby. So Lopez will steal second. Dietrich will steal home. So that is a strike on AJ Broadhagen. And that is another run across 4-0. And again, Abbotsford Colby gets the first, they get the first 2 batters out and just can't, and then they seem to find something. That is a swing and a miss. The ball gets passed. That will get Lopez to third. Actually, check that. That was strike 2. The pitch. That one's sliced foul. That's going to drop in. Stays alive. The pitch. Just got a piece of that one. Stuck that, kind of flipped that bat out there. He was just starting his swing, realized he wasn't going to stop it, I think, and just stuck that bat out there and found just enough of the baseball. The kick, the pitch. That one is fouled off, heading out towards Butternut. The pitch. High for a ball. 1-2. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. But not before Abby Colby pushes across 3 runs. We head to the top of the third. Dual Landini Zettler due up for Loyal when we come back.
How do you know your business is properly insured? Clinner Insurance Agents are your focused local insurance experts for commercial insurance. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Living every day to the fullest. Giving hugs and laughing loudly. Bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
Nicolet Bank is now offering their Real Rewards checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicoletbank.com for more details. We had top 3 as we approach, honestly, the halfway point of this game. This will be 2 5s today. So we'll get a 5-inning game, get a little break as they reset, and then another 5-inning game. Don't think we're going to get too much of a break in between, just enough time for the coaches to set new lineups and go from there. So we will do that as the balls come back in. The throw to second, right on the money to JV Castillo, and we are ready to go. 8-9-1 due up for the Loyal Greyhounds. See, Brandon Dietrich, he's only thrown 25 through the first 2. The kick and the pitch. Catches the plate for a strike, 0-1. Did not get a chance to see Loyal in the regular season. The kick and the pitch. Catches the plate for a strike, 0-2. Had a couple games, Game & Spencer and a couple others lined up early in the season, but needless to say, most of the early season a wash. The pitch, that one chopped off the plate. Good pick by Castillo. Throw to first in time, 1 away. JV Castillo showing that speed. Or excuse me, AJ Broadhagen, my bad. Actually, I don't think that's Broadhagen either. Nope, they moved around. Nano Lopez. So both my guys were wrong. AJ Broadhagen over here at third now. First pitch comes across for a strike to Caden Landini. 0-1. Into his wind and the pitch. Big cut and a miss. 0-2. The wind and the pitch. That one hit on the ground. Pick by Broadhagen on the grass. Throw to first in time. So some arguments out of the foot being off the bag. Looked like he might have gotten the tag on him. That's what they saw, but Either way, they call stands, 2 outs, they kick in the pitch. Across the plate, first strike, 0-1. Looked like Schroffnagel got the foot pulled off, but it was hard to tell. He kind of swiped back around for the tag, the pitch. That one hit on the ground. Pick by Lopez, throw to first in time, and that'll end the inning. A controversial second out, but the Greyhounds go in order in the third. We head to the bottom. It'll be Noah Schroffnagel, Braxton Smith, Jackson Snap due up for Abby Colby when we come back. With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics. Welcome back. Sun starting to set here. Should start cooling things down a little bit. Obviously thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow. So it's going to be a interesting time in Appleton for us. Scheduled to have 3 games tomorrow for highlights. We'll have some highlights of those from the WIA State Tournament. You can watch the streams, live at WIAATV.com or WIA.TV, Make sure I get that right. And then Thursday's championship games will be on Bally Sports, where you watch the Brewers, the Bucks, and those kind of things. So plenty of baseball to watch the next few days. Don't tune away from us just yet. The state semifinals for D1 should be starting here in a little bit. The kick in the pitch. That one popped up. Coming back towards us, chasing it down. Nice catch made. Ethan Lidner gets the catch. And that is the first out of the inning. Nice play there by Ethan Lidner. Kind of coming in on that one. The pitch. That one is hit on a line. That one might be trouble. That's going to fall in just behind the second baseman. So base hit. Puts a runner on, and for the first time for Abbotsford Colby, they get a runner on without, but before they get 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jackson Snap. The pitch. Snap, a big swing and a miss, strike 1. Look at first. Throw back. Low gets past. That's going to go off the fence, and that will allow Braxton Smith to end up at second. So still only 1 strike on Jackson Snap. The pitch. Off the plate, ball 1, 1-1. The pitch. That one golfed foul and out of play. 1-2. decent crowd here for some summer baseball. Most of them trying to find some shadows right now. Some shade. The pitch. Dead ball, and that's a hit by pitch. That will put Snap on. And now that will bring up pinch hitter Corin Decker. So pinch hitter at the bottom of the lineup. The pitch. That one comes in high for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike, 1-1. Nice pitch from number 3. The pitch. That one popped up. Back of short. This might be trouble. That one's going to fall in. They might have a play at third. The throw in time. Little bit of no man's land there for Braxton Smith. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice. 7-5. So now 2 outs, still first and second. That one, Smith didn't quite play it right, but the pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. But that's still a tough play when that ball drops in like that. That's one in a normal situation, you try and get about halfway. But either way, I mean, if he gets too far one way or the other, he's probably out either way. So the pitch high for a ball, 2-0. But good situational play by, I believe that's Reed Stiglitz out there and left. Knowing to get the play at first, and Lidner getting at third, getting to third. Throw, they fake the throw to third or second. Snap back in safely. The pitch. That one gets past. Both runners will advance. So wild pitch gets 2 runners in scoring position now. 3-0 on JV Castillo. The kick and the pitch. Catches the top of the zone for a strike. Nice pitch there. 3-1. The pitch. That one fouled back and out of play. Full count. 2 outs. But with the open base at first, runners will not be off on the pitch, but off on contact at least. The kick, the pitch. Castillo fouls that one off. Was Shield not able to hold on to that one, so Castillo stays alive. The pitch. That one popped up. That's going to get out of play. Off some popcorn. Didn't explode, though, so popcorn was safe. Almost looks like the Greyhound fan was trying to use the popcorn bag as a glove. Another 3-2. The pitch. That one is popped foul. That's going to get out of play again. Castillo battling. Ninth pitch of the at-bat to come here. The pitch. High for a ball, and Castillo draws the walk. So bases loaded, 2 outs. For the third time And that will bring up Blake Bargander. Ground out in a double. He's 1 for 2. The pitch. Big cut and a miss by Bargander, 0-1. I think maybe shooting for that 311 left field corner. The pitch. Inside, squirts away, but not enough for anybody to advance. 1-1. Saw at the sectional here a week ago. Christian Lindau of Rice Lake tuck one just over that 311 sign. 325 down the right field line, so it's not symmetrical here as you see in most high school parks. That one misses low and outside for a ball. 2-1. Makes things a little more interesting. The kick and the pitch. That one is fouled back. That's going to get out of play. 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Abby Colby loads the bases again. They leave all 3 stranded. We head to the 4th. Lidner, Tofar, and the mysterious number 3 due up when we come back.
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we are here to help you with your local home needs. Whether it's your first house, or your dream house, or your last house, Fairway is here for you. We care about our customers because they are not only our neighbors, but our friends. We are a locally owned mortgage company, and we pride ourselves on helping better our community and our customers. If you would like to learn more about your home options, please give me a call today at 715-384-7878.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 4th. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for Loyal. Game 1 of a 2-5s doubleheader. We will have both for you as we approach past 7 o'clock. Steve Ockenick Sports on Focus taking you through this one and the next one. Try and catch a name on our mysterious number 3 when he comes to the plate, but digging in now is Ethan Lidner. He had the good play on the foul ball in the bottom of the 3rd, the kick and the pitch. That one is sliced foul. Good hard hit ball, 0-1. We were going to try a few new things out here today, but with the temperature as high as it is, going to keep the load light on the equipment. Big cut and a miss, strike 2, 0-2. But we get some good weather down the line. We might try some new fun things over this summer season. The kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout, first out of the inning. And that will bring up number 18, Kane Tofar. First pitch from Brandon Dietrich. In the dirt, gets past Bargander, 1-0. I think the Loyal coach is trying to get him to play that it hit his foot a little bit, try and get an extra base runner. Nothing wrong with that. The kick and the pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone, 1-1. Here's wind and the pitch. Up over the head of Tofar. 2-1. The kick, the pitch. Swing. Oh, she just got a piece of that one. Either way, it's 2-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. And we do know who our number 3 is now. That is Karsten Pegrenkoff. They were saying that right. The kick and the pitch. This is high for a ball. 1-0. So he is our pitcher. We do now know. Piece that together. The kick and the pitch. That one hit on the ground. Takes a bounce. Picked up by Schroffnagel. He will step on the bag and that'll end the inning. Loyal goes in order in the 4th. We head to the bottom. Dietrich Lopez Broadhagen due up for Abby Colby when we come back. All right, welcome back. We had bottom 4. For nothing. Abby Colby. The pitch. High. Ball 1. One of the 4s back in. 2 4s on this team, so hard to tell who's catching now as they move players around. The pitch. That one hit on a line. Down. That one's going to get past. That one's going to get all the way to the left fence. Dietrich digging. He's going to turn. He's digging for third. They might have a play. Throw gets through, and Dietrich will be in safe with a triple. Never made contact with the glove, so that goes down as a hit. Triple for Brandon Dietrich, and that'll bring Nano Lopez to the plate. Has not recorded an official at bat. Hit by a pitch and walked. 0 for 0. And Dietrich a little worn out from that one. The pitch. Lopez follows that one back. One of the advantages of these more casual games, you can hear a little more what's going on the field. Might have had a play if that one gets cut off well. On Dietrich at third, the pitch. Lopez hits that one in the air. Might be deep enough. Dietrich tagging. The catch is made. Dietrich pushing in. He will score. So the sac fly pushes across Dietrich, and it is 5-0. And that will bring up A.J. Broadhagen 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. First pitch to him. A little bit high for a ball, 1-0. The kick and the pitch. That one hit on a line. Playable. That one is over the head. That one's going to get all the way towards the wall. They will send Broadhagen. He's going to turn. He's digging for 3. The throw comes in, and that is a second triple of the inning for Abby Colby. That will bring up Noah Schroffnagel. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-0. Pitch gets passed. They will send Broadhagen the throw in time. Broadhagen gets thrown out. 2-1. So that erases the runner, 2 outs. Pitch was a ball, so that's 3-0 to Noah Schroffnagel. The pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 3-1 does Karsten Pektinkoff. The pitch. Misses the outside corner. Noah Schroffnagel draws the walk. So Schroffnagel will reach, and that'll bring Braxton Smith to the plate. Only 10 for Coach Bargander here tonight. The pitch. That one is hit on a line. That one might be trouble. That one's going to drop in for a hit. They're going to hold Schroffnagel at second, but the single puts 2 on with 2 outs. And that will bring up Jackson Snap. 0 for 1 today. A strikeout. It's been hit by a pitch. The pitch. Just missing the inside corner. Ball 1. 1-0. Snap did a lot of courtesy running this year for Coach Bargander. One of the speedier players. As that one has popped up into the air, that's going to hook foul and out of play. Out onto 5th. 1-1. The Shadows starting to work their way into the infield now as the sun sets. The pitch. High and outside for a ball. 2-1. The kick and the pitch. High and outside. 3-1. The pitch. Catches the plate for a strike. Snap thought about it for a second, but held up. 3-2. Runners will be off with the 3-2. Runners will be off with the pitch. The pitch. That one is sliced foul. That's going to drop it in front of the dugout. Snap stays alive. Runners go. The pitch. High for a ball, and we load the bases up again. Abby Colby has loaded the bases in every inning, but only have 5 runs to show for it. The pitch. High for a ball to Connor. To Corin Decker. The pitch. That one catches the plate for a strike. 1-1. The kick and the pitch. Goes around. Strike 2. 1-2. The pitch. That one swings at the high pitch. That one popped up. Shortstop comes in. Tofar, he makes a catch, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the 5th. Last chance for the Greyhound. Shield, Stiglitz, Zettler due up when we come back. Welcome back. We head to the 5th. 5-0. Abby Colby leads Loyal. Brandon Dietrich working on a one-hitter. He gave up a double to lead the game off. Has not allowed a base runner since. Having some issues with the scoreboard right now. Out in the outfield as our first shadows start reaching towards home plate. B. Trin Shield flew out his only time up. The wind and the pitch. Catches the plate for a strike. 0-1. Brandon Dietrich's only thrown 44 pitches so far. The wind and the pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone. Quickly 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Strike 3 looking. 1 down. And that'll bring up Reed Stiglitz. One of our pair of number 4s. The wind and the pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Junior Dietrich, the wind and the pitch. Catching the bottom of the zone again. Quickly 0-2. That one hit on the ground. That one's going to find its way through a base hit. Stiglitz reaches on the single. Only the second hit for Loyal, as that will bring up Von Zettler with 1 out. The pitch. Inside gets past. That will send Stiglitz to second. As they have completely reset the scoreboard. The kick, the pitch. That one catches a plate for a strike. 1-1. The kick, the pitch. High for a ball. 2-1. The kick, the pitch. Cut and a miss. 2-2. As they get the scoreboard situated out in the outfield. Look back at second, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is the second out of the inning. And that will bring up Seth Duell, the second baseman. See, it's not Seth Duell. That is Colton Sandelier. Fake to second. Nothing going there. So Colton Sandelier will bat for I believe the first time. Wearing number, actually no, definitely not the first time, but wearing number 10. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. 56 thrown now by Brandon Dietrich. The pitch. Fouled off at the plate, 1-1. Dietrich looks at second, the pitch. Bit low for a ball, 1-2, or 2-1, excuse me. Sets. The pitch. Inside, 3-1. Might need the lights yet tonight. Do have them here so we can play through. The kick, the pitch. Low and in the dirt. That will advance Stiglitz. He will take a big turn. That was ball 4 anyway, but now it sets up first and third with 2 outs. As Blake Bargander comes out, sets the signs. Chance here for Loyal to get a run on the board. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. As Nano Lopez and AJ Broadhagen switch back to their normal positions. The pitch. Spade cut and a miss, strike 2. For Caden Landini. Might not call it right away. We'll make sure they kick the pitch. Low and in the dirt. 1-2. Runner goes home. The throw. They get him. So they try something there. Doesn't quite work out. Technically, they'd be picked off 2-1-2. And that will end game 1. Coach is talking. Maybe they keep going. Maybe they reset. We'll see. Looks like we're going to reset for game 2. So we'll go through some few little notes on this one. So JV Castillo goes 0 for 2 with a walk. Blake Bargander 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Brandon Dietrich 3 for 3, 2 singles, a triple and an RBI. Nano Lopez goes 0 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. AJ Broadhagen 1 for 2 with a triple and a walk. Noah Schroffnagel goes 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Braxton Smith 2 for 3, 2 singles. Jackson Snap goes 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Jack Sheehan goes 0 for 1, and Corin Decker goes 0 for 2 with a run scored. Pitching, Brandon Dietrich goes the distance, doesn't give up anything on 2 hits, 1 walk, struck out 6. Flip it over for the visitors. Eli Zettler, 1 for 2. He had a double to lead things off. And Reed Stiglitz goes 1 for 2 with a single. Those were the 2 hits. The walk went to Colton Sandelier. Pitching-wise, Rogan Ashbeck goes 1 1/3, gets up 4 runs, only 1 of those earned. 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Karsten Pektinkoff gave up 1 run. It was earned on 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Well, that'll wrap things up for Game 1. We will get ourselves set for Game 2 and bring that to you here in just a little bit.
Braxton, how much you breaking your bike before you swing a wood bat? How much you breaking your bike before you start swinging a wood bat? Think you're cool to swing a wood bat? You can't swing a BB. He's so cool. You can't even swing a BB. That was not a base hit. It came to you. Base hit you. No. Go guys, bring it up. Do it. Brandon has a Brandon should have.
All right, welcome back. Getting set for game 2, another 5-inning game. Wrap it up here from very warm Abbotsford, Wisconsin. So we do not have lineups. We've got numbers and stuff, so we should be good there. Abby Colby will be batting 10. I'm guessing the other side will be batting that many as well. So as we figure out where everybody is hiding in the lineup, position-wise, don't think we're going to have too much. You can see that Nano Lopez is pitching to start this one out. We put the lineup in. everything in here real quick. So Coach Bargander will send 10 guys to the plate. I am guessing we will see Loyal Greenwood send a bunch as well. Balls come in. We are ready to go. We will do our best to keep up with names. As I said, you don't reckon if I'm missing somebody that you notice, just let me know. We're not going to worry about positions because, as Coach Bargander said, and I'm sure the Loyal Greyhounds will do as well, they're going to be moving people around in this second game. So this is Eli Zettler to lead things off. To face Nano Lopez. Lopez into his wind in the pitch. That one just a bit low for a ball. 1-0. Abby Colby, a 5-inning no-hitter, or two-hitter, excuse me. 2 hits and a walk. That was given up by Brandon Dietrich. Big cut and a miss, 1-1. In game 1, he pitched a good 5 innings. One more 5-inning game here. Lopez looks over the glove, into his wind, and the pitch. Big cut and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. The kick and the pitch. In the dirt. 2-2. Nano Lopez. Back into his wind and the pitch. Just off the outside, runs the count full. Sun continuing to set, 7:45 here in Abbotsford. The wind, the full count pitch. That one hit in the air. That's going to be in. Great catch, just does stay in fair territory. Check the number as he hopefully turns around and lets us know. 15, I think that is. Braxton Smith making the catch. Pitch, that one hit on a line. That one won't be caught. That was going to drop into the gap for a base hit. Lidner turning, he will trot into second with a double. It was a leadoff double in game 1. This time it is a 1-out double. That will bring Tofar to the plate. The pitch. Just catches the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Good piece of hitting. That hit by Zettler, most of the time that's something that drops, but Braxton Smith just finding his way in. The pitch. In the dirt, they will try and advance the runner. The throw is behind, it gets past. Well backed up there by the shortstop. So Lidner will advance to third on the pass ball. 1-1 the count. It's a slow developing play. The pitch. In the dirt again, up off the chest protector. 2-1. Looks like it'll be Eli Zettler to throw to start this one. Cleaning up the plate. We're back ready. Lopez, the kick and the pitch. That one popped up. That's going to hook, and that's going to land foul. 2-2. Like we said during game one, we will be in Appleton tomorrow. 3 state semifinals that we'll have highlights of. Bangor versus Asnano Lopez. That's the kick and the pitch. That one just catches the bottom of the zone. Strike 3 looking. That is the second out of the inning. And that will bring up number 3, Colton Sandelier. The pitch, that one in the dirt, squirts away. Lidner not able to get home on that. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball gets past. Loyal's going to get a run. Throw in. Not in time. Lidner scores on the pass ball. 2-0 the count. Actually, no, 1-1, excuse me. That was a swing on that one. So 1-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. Lopez sets the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that ends the inning. But not before Loyal pushes a run across on a double and a couple pass balls. We head to the bottom of the first. Castillo, Bargander, Dietrich due up for Abbotsford. Abby Colby when we come back.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
J.V. Castillo to lead things off for the Abby Colby squad. They trail for the first time today. They're down 1-0. Castillo, Bargander, Dietrich. Know for a fact Abby Colby batting 10. All 10 players will bat today. Not going to worry too much about positions because I think both teams are going to move guys around a lot today in this game. But Eli Zettler will be our pitcher to start. Is fine. Warm-up toss. The throw down, a little off the bag, but JV Castillo will lead things off. Excited to see him in the backfield for the Abbotsford Falcons football team coming up in about 2 months. Not much time here this summer before we are diving into football. The kick and the pitch. That one chopped off the plate. That one's going to find its way through. Leadoff seeing eye single for JV Castillo. That one hitting off the plate and just finding its way through. And that will bring up Blake Bargander. First pitch to Bargander. Castillo goes. That one misses for a ball. Castillo isn't safe. So Castillo steals another base. 1-0 the count. That one popped straight up. Playable. The catch is made by the catcher. That is the first out of the inning. So 1 out. Not sure. It's one of the fours. 2 fours in the squad. Either Reed Stiglitz or Seth Duell. Playing catcher. Zettler sets. Eli Zettler, the pitch. Just a bit low for a ball to Brandon Dietrich, 1-0. As it's now 4-0, the Mets over the Brewers. Much better game to watch here. The pitch. That one bounces in front of the plate. Castillo's going to go to third. The throw is late. Castillo will go to third on the pass ball. Castillo using that speed. 2-0. That's not a ball you normally see a guy try and advance on, but then again, not many guys in central Wisconsin have the speed of JV Castillo. Dietrich, the 2-0. In the dirt, gets past Castillo. That took a good bounce off the brickwork there. Castillo stays put, 3-0. It's one of the interesting things here from about base to base, a little behind each base. Depending on where that ball hits, either on the brickwork or the fence, it can take some interesting caroms as Zettler steps off. And, you know, we've seen some interesting plays where that ball can come back at you pretty quick, especially at first, the kick, the pitch. That one catches the top of the zone for a strike, 3-1. Especially if it comes off that brick clean and shoots straight back. The kick and the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. Brandon Dietrich draws the walk. First and third, that will bring up the pitcher, Nano Lopez. So first and third, we'll see if they put Dietrich in motion, try and get Castillo an opportunity. They do. The pitch is low. The throw is made. Castillo's going to head home. That one comes all the way through into the outfield. That will allow Dietrich to get to third. So the double steal. Castillo home. And then, so now runner at third, run across for Abbotsford Colby. Pitch was a ball. The kick by Zettler and the pitch. That one popped up on the infield. Shortstop tracking in onto the grass, makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. Big second out there, and that will bring up A.J. Broadhagen. As the sun continues to set here, pretty much now behind the big pine trees out in left field. The kick and the pitch. That one catches the outside corner. Good pitch from Eli Zettler. The kick and the pitch. High pitch hacked on by A.J. Broadhagen. Falls that one out of play. 0-2. Zettler sets. The kick and the pitch. Just misses the outside corner. 1-2. Sets the kick and the pitch. Just misses that outside corner again. 2-2. Look in. The kick and the pitch. Fouled off. Stays alive. Sets the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball was dropped, but he already abandoned. So that will end the inning. But the Abbotsford Colby squad gets one across on a hit and a walk. They leave one. We head to the top of the second. Loyal 1. Abbotsford Colby 1.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All of the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
It's no secret that there's very low inventory at most dealerships. However, at Wheeler's Family Auto Group, we have the perfect opportunity to get you into a new vehicle. It's as easy as setting up an appointment, checking out what's currently available at one of our 4 locations. If we don't have it there, we can actually look and see what's coming in. But the easiest is to order your vehicle. The lead time is 12 to 16 weeks, and we can get you in a new ride. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes. Stop in and see one of your local Wheeler's sales consultants.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the second. It is 1-1 as Loyal looking to turn their fortunes around a bit here in game number 2 of the day. Another 5-inning game, so we got 4 innings to go here. Lopez into his wind and the pitch. That one misses off the inside corner to Rogan Ashbeck. Ball 1. Lopez back into his wind and the pitch. That one hit in the air. Right field, playable. The catch is made. First out of the inning. And that will bring up number 14. Hudson Henson. I believe that's going to be. The wind and the pitch. Low for a ball. We get his number in. Yep. The wind and the pitch. That one popped straight up. That one's going to get out of play, though. 1-1. We'll be back here a few more times this year. We'll also try and see if we can get a few other places, as the lights are now on here in Abbotsford. The old school 4-post light towers, the pitch. That one is hit in the air. That one maybe has a chance that one's going to drop in for a hit. So a single for Loyal. That will bring up one of our number 4s. Sounds like this is Reed Stieglitz. First pitch. Just was a strike. Maybe caught the knees right at the front of the plate. Lopez will step off. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball up by the eyeballs, 0-2. Be a hard pitch to lay off of. The Rays Market Smoker going by makes me a little hungry. The kick, runner goes, the pitch is high. The throw is well late. Stolen base. Pitch came across for a ball. The pitch. In the dirt, that one gets past, and that will send... That'll actually be a wild pitch. Back-to-back pitches moves our runner up to third. The pitch. Paints the inside corner, strike 3 looking. That's the second out of the inning. And that will bring up... Waiting to see our other unnumbered player, Trin Shield. Big cut and a miss, strike 1, 0-1. The kick and the pitch. That plants the plate for a strike, 0-2. I'll check that, 1-1. According to the scoreboard, we're going to go with what they have. First pitch, you must have been pointing that it was a ball outside. The kick and the pitch. In the dirt. Two and one. Yep, 2-1. The pitch. Swing. Nope, must have been 1-2 because that's swing and a miss, strike 3. That ends the inning. We get a runner to third, but can't push him across. We head to the bottom. Schroffnagel Smith snap due up for Abby Colby when we come back. Welcome back. Bottom two, 1-1 game. Noah Schroffnagel will bat. Throw off the missed ball in the final one as some mosquitoes choose to join us. Our umpire in his t-shirt and green shorts makes his way back out to first. So Schroffnagel will dig in. Face Zettler. Out for his second inning of work. The kick and the pitch. Big cut and a miss on an off-speed pitch. 0-1. A little bit cooler tomorrow, but the challenge over in Appleton will be the thunderstorm. Supposed to be on and off all through the day. Might cause some delays, so we'll try and keep you up to date as best we can. The kick and the pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Actually, do we have a new pitcher? The kick and the pitch. Just misses the inside corner. I don't believe that's Lil Zettler out there. The kick and the pitch. That one lays off. No! Can't quite get to it. Almost an amazing catch out there at short. That was a good job just to get to that one. Leadoff single. And almost got to it just off the tip of the glove and almost had a chance, almost got back to that one. Good play out there. 18, Kane Tofar. And that'll bring up number 15, Braxton Smith. The pitch. Swing and a miss at one up by the eyeballs, 0-1. Scoreboard takes just a second to update on our end, as I'm guessing the heat's starting to get to things just a little bit up here. Said we'll use the summer to try some new things out as they step off. Zettler steps off. He will send Noah Schroffnagel scurrying back to first. Zettler. The pitch. High and tight for a ball. 1-1. Time called at the plate. Throw back to first, not in time. We will, like I said, we'll be in Appleton all day tomorrow and Thursday. We'll have highlights of the games that get in. The pitch lays down a bunt, but it's foul. 1-2. I have a feeling they might be doing some of the D2 games early on Thursday morning. Or late on Wednesday night, one of the two. It might be a late night for everybody. Should start clearing up as the night goes on, so they might be able to squeeze them in late at night. They kick the pitch. That one bounced off the plate. That's going to be a tough play. Picked up by Zettler. Throw to first. Not in time. Infield single. So 2 on with 1 out. And that will bring up Jackson Snap. Long look at second. The pitch. Shows bunt. Fouled back to the fence. 0-1. So one skill I did have playing baseball was bunting. Not a great fielder. Couldn't hit. But I could bunt. Zettler, long look at second. The kick and the pitch. Shows. And he offered. So it is a strike. 0-2. Pull that bat back, and that is ball 4, or ball 1. The pitch. Inside, gets past. Both runners will advance. 1-2. Just got a note. All top 4 seeds in Division 1 fall in the quarterfinals. The pitch. That one is hit in the air. That's got a chance to score a run. Running in. That one's going to fall in instead. They will only get the 1 run on the single. Everyone having to hold up. But that does set up first and third. It gives Abby Colby the lead. Still only 1 out as Jack Sheehan will bat, the 10th batter in the lineup. A little bit of flexibility in the lineup here for at this point of the year. In the summer, get everybody some at-bats. The pitch, runners go, ball gets passed. They will send Smith, he will score, and the throw will allow Jackson Snap to end up at third. So Smith goes home on the pass ball. Snap goes to third. Another run across. It is 3-1. Pitch was a ball. Now the runner at third with nobody out. Chance for Sheehan. RBI opportunity. Standing out there at third. The pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 1-1. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow to see what they can get in. Look at first, the kick and the pitch. Or look at third, excuse me. That one high for a ball. 2-1. It's going to be interesting. Well, we got interesting games yet tonight. You've got 8 versus 5. And you've got 6 versus 7 seeds in the state semifinals for Division 1. The kick and the pitch. Low for a ball. That one gets past. They will send Snap. He will slide in and score. So that clears the bases. 4-1 3-1 the count. Oh, cleared the count there. I got an out showing. There isn't an out. No outs recorded yet. The kick and the pitch. Inside, and it gets Sheehan. So the hit by pitch will put another runner on and bring us back to the top of the order. No, actually, no, I'm sorry. Corin Decker. I think that might be it for Zettler. He's hit 2. The one was on an offered bunt. But yeah, take a quick peek here now. Verify the tweet I'm seeing from... So yeah, number 5 Menominee Falls beats number 4 Westosha Central 6-1. Number 8 Bayport beats number 1 Sun Prairie 4-2. Number 7 Greendale beats number 2 Eau Claire North 6-4 in 8 innings. And then number 6 Milton beats number 3 Arrowhead. Do not have a score on. Let's pull it up for a final on that one. Nope, that doesn't come across. So it's Menominee Falls and Bayport playing right now for a trip to the state championship game. That Milton game was 6-0 in the 6th. The pitch, runner goes, ball gets passed. Sheehan's going to turn, but he will give him the stolen base on that one. Ball 1. The pitch. That one fouled off. 1-1. Three runs across in the inning. Corin Sheehan at the plate. The pitch. That one is strike, but it gets through. Sheehan will go to third on the pass ball. 1-2 the count. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The throw home in time. The pass ball, they try and send Sheehan. He gets thrown out. 2-1. Strike him out, throw him out, not in the traditional way. So 2 outs now, and that will bring up bring us back to the top of the order, and J.V. Castillo singled his last time up. He scored on that one as well. He did. The kick and the pitch. Inside for a ball, 1-0. The kick and the pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. Inside. 3-0. Kick the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. J.V. Castillo will draw the walk. And I think this actually will be it for Zettler. pitched well the first inning, got himself into some trouble, and I think just couldn't quite get it back, but they will make the pitching change. We will step aside as they bring in Kane Tofar to pitch. We'll be back in just a moment. Kane Tofar warming up as we get some things taken care of here. Pitch, runner goes. The throw down is not in time. Castillo steals second. Pitch was a strike to Blake Bargander. The pitch, that. I apologize to everyone at home. Not sure how long we were out, but the internet cutting out here for just a moment. So runner stays at second. Another run gets pushed across. It is 6-1. Pitch high for a ball. 1-0. The kick, the pitch, that one in the dirt to Lopez. 2-0. But yeah, just amazing, just insane. The number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4 seeds out in the quarterfinals at the state baseball tournament. So right now you've got number 8 versus number 5. Menominee Falls versus Westosha Central. The pitch. That one hit on a line. That one's going to drop in for a hit. They will send Dietrich. He will come in and score. RBI single. Nano Lopez puts on first. 7-1. 2 outs. They got that strikeout and pick throw out. Steps off. Tofar steps off. That sends Lopez back. The kick, the pitch, runner goes. Pitch is high. The throw down pulls it off the bag, and Lopez steals second. Pitch was a ball. 1-0 to A.J. Broadhagen. Struck out swinging his last time up. The pitch. That one is fouled off. 1-1. Steps off, no throw. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-1. The pitch. That one hit on the ground. Fielded at second, throw to first in time, and that'll end the inning. But not before Abby Colby pushes across 6. We head to the top of the third. Abby Colby 6, Loyal 1. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. We head to the top of the third. 7-1. Abby Colby with the lead. They send, as Abby Colby sends a new pitcher out, that will be number 5, Noah Schroffnagel. Going back to Division I baseball, just insane that all 4 top seeds would lose in the quarterfinal. I mean, we've seen it when both, maybe all the top seeds are out by the semifinal, but to do it in a quarterfinal, 3.5 upsets. The 5 versus 4 you don't really consider an upset. As Caden Landini will dig in. Oh, excuse me, nope. 6, Caden Landini. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-0. So Schroffnagel gets his landing spot the way he wants it. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1. As our friendly neighborhood mosquitoes start finding their way to the press box here. The kick and the pitch. Catches the inside corner, 1-2. The pitch. High for a ball, 2-2. Schroffnagel comes set. Very upright, the kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First out of the inning. That will bring up we'll see. This is the kick, the pitch. Yes, that is Eli Zettler. That one. Umpire says it's a strike. 0-1. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Big cut on the high fastball. The kick and the pitch. That one is hit on a line. Center field coming in. That one's going to drop in front for a base hit. 2 out, 1 out, 2 strike single. Gets a runner on for Loyal, and that will bring up, this will be Ethan Lidner. See when he turns his back to us. It will be number 5, Ethan Lidner. Schroffnagel. Pick off play at first, not in time. Looks in, takes a look at first. Now Schroffnagel will set up high, the pitch. That one is hit on a line. This one might be 2. Throw to second, 1. Relay, double play. That will end the inning. A good double play turned by Abby Colby, and that will send us to the bottom of the third. It'll be Schroffnagel, Smith, Snap, due up when we come back.
Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Living every day to the fullest. Giving hugs and laughing loudly. Bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
Welcome back. One note we can make, thanks to Sophia Minaret from Bally Sports on Twitter, Christian Yelich extends his hitting streak to 7 games, which is something nice to see considering the season he's had so far. As the lights start really taking over here as we pass 8:30, Steve Ockenick Sports on Focus, taking you through Game 2 of our doubleheader, 2 5s tonight. Abby Colby getting the win in the first game. 5-0. They lead 7-1 here as they will bat in the bottom of the third. We have a new pitcher again. This will be number 5, Ethan Linder. Getting a chance to throw a few pitches against a really good Abby Colby team. Champions of the Merriwood North did lose in the regional quarterfinal to a streaky Anago team. Anago team that had some good wins and some bad losses. The one that always sticks out to me is the one I actually called. Medford getting the win 18-1. That game included a 15-run inning. But it will be Noah Schroffnagel to lead things off. First pitch from Lindner. That one is hit hard, but right to the left fielder. The catch is made, and that is the first out of the inning. A hard hit ball, but right to our left fielder. 1 out. And that will bring up Braxton Smith, singled his last time up. First pitch. That one in the dirt. Bounces in front of the plate. Ball 1, 1-0. Both number 4 is going to warm up. The pitch. Catches the zone for a strike. 1-1. Lindner sets the pitch. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. That's the pitch. Just reaches out for that one. Strike 2, 2-2. The pitch. Fouls that one into the glove. Strike 3. That is the second out of the inning. And that will bring up Jackson Snap. So here's the pitch. That one in the dirt for a ball. 1-0. The pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. That one chopped on the ground, right to first, gets past. Still might have a shot. No, they do not have a shot to play. Ball gets passed again. So the error allows Snap to reach, keeps the inning alive, and that will bring up Jack Sheehan. So Jack Sheehan was hit by a pitch his last time up. First pitch to him. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Loyal looking to get out of this inning without giving up a run. The pitch. Runner goes. Ball is in the dirt. Squirts past. They're going to have Snap turn. He's going to head for third, and he is out. Getting a little aggressive with a 6-run lead. Snap steals, goes to second on the wild pitch, and then gets tagged out. It goes to... Nope, wait, oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Out. Tagged out, goes 2-5, and that ends the inning. So we head to the top of the 4th. Loyal will send Tofar, Sandelier, Ashbeck due up for him when we come back. Welcome back in the fourth, top of the fourth. Noah Schroffnagel will stay out for another inning of work. 7-1 ball game. 3, 4, 5 spots due up for Loyal here as the lights really start taking over. The interesting light towers here in Abbotsford, more than you expect for a ballpark, but they are the old school style, 2 of them in the field of play. Always makes for an interesting time when the ball's down the lines. Never seen one hit on a foul ball. But who knows? Well, I'm sure we'll see it at some point as we're up here. So Hayne Tofar will lead things off. And the first pitch to him. That one is hit on the ground. That's going to find its way through a base hit. Leadoff single. Fourth hit of the game for Loyal. Everything updated. There we go. And now it'll be Colton Sandelier. First pitch to him. A little high and tight for a ball. 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one, 1-1. The pitch, runner goes. Little hit and run. That'll get the runner to second. Pick the long throw. Throw comes back down. They will get the 2 outs. Okay, so that's going to be an interesting double play. So the ground out. Nope, cancel. So the ground out goes 5-3. Advance to second, then Sandelier out, tagged out 3-5. So that's 2 outs. Ooh. The throw, that one hit on the ground. That one's going to find its way through a base hit. So the 2-out single keeps the inning alive by Ashbeck. And that will bring up, it's going to be Hudson Henson. See when we see his number. Yes, it is. Schroffnagel sets. The pitch. Drops that one in there for a strike. Nice pitch, 0-1. Schroffnagel finally gets a sign he likes. Comes set. The pitch. That one's hit in the air. Center field. That's sending the center fielder back. It's over his head. They will send Ashbeck. They will turn him. They're gonna put the brakes on. Throw gets past. Ashbeck will come home. He will score. They will send Hudson into third, and he's in safe. Oh. So that is a double. Sends the runner home. Henson to third on the throw. So that puts a runner at third. And another run across for Loyal. First pitch. Inside for a ball, 1-0. The kick, the pitch. That one is popped up into foul territory. That's going to get out of play. 1-1. Schroffnagel sets the kick and the pitch. Just off the outside corner, 2-1. This is number 10. Karsten Pegenkoff hitting. That one misses a bit inside for a ball. 3-1. So hitters count. Schroffnagel, the kick, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Blew the fastball by him. The kick and the pitch. That one hit on the ground. Pick at second, throw to first in time, and that'll end the inning. But not before Loyal does get a run across. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 7-2. Abbotsford Colby with the lead.
At Clinner Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clinner Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the fourth, barring a comeback. Last at bats for Abbotsford Colby. They will send Sheehan, Decker, and Castillo to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth. Highlights today and tomorrow. Some options for Friday. Right now it looks like we might do maybe some 14U baseball from up in Medford, or we might just take the day off. And then a full day of games from Wapaka on Saturday. The battle for the chain. Really good tournament. 3 top teams from Wisconsin, 3 top teams from Minnesota in amateur baseball. The Lakemen there, they are looking to win the chain. Along with several other teams. Brainerd making the trip down. Do not have the full schedule in front of me. We will be there Saturday, and then Sunday we will be in Merrill most likely. Still got to work out the details on that one. The Pittsville River Bandits taking on the Merrill Rangers. First pitch. Catches the zone for a strike, 0-1. Dairyland League Baseball. Doubleheader from Athletic Park in Merrill. Really nice facility there. The pitch. That one fouled back. One quickly 0-2. Here's somebody warming up down the line for Abby Colby. The pitch. Just missing the inside corner on that one. 1-2. Lidner sets. The pitch. That one hit back up the middle. That one's going to get down a base hit. 2-strike base hit for Jack Sheehan. He reaches. And that will bring up Corin Decker. Struck out swinging his only time up today. The pitch. Runner goes. Ball drops in. Maybe a chance at first, but Sheehan gets in safe. Ball one. Sets and now steps off. Looks in the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw to second. Not in time. Sheehan steals second. Pitch was a strike. The throw was there, just Sheehan a good slide getting underneath it. So 1-1 now, or excuse me. Yeah, Sheehan. 1-1 now to Decker. The pitch. Inside, ball gets passed. Sheehan will go to third. 2-1 the count. And it's a final. The Mets beat the Brewers 4-0. That is now 9 of their last 10. The kick, the pitch. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 2-2. Looking by Lindner. Couple looks at second. Now the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Squirts past. Not going to score on that. Full count. The pitch. In the dirt, gets passed on the walk. They will send Sheehan. He will come home and score. And that is another run across. Well, just 8, but there's 7 hits. So that will bring up J.V. Castillo. Couple walks. Has not recorded an official at bat here in game 2. The pitch. High for a ball. Gets past. A little bit of a delay. The throw will not be made. Decker takes second. Castillo now with the open base. The pitch. That one is hit on a line. That one's going to squirt its way through it short. They will send Decker. No, they will not. He will come home. The throw will allow Castillo to go to second. So Castillo reaches on the single, then goes to second on the throw. So that sets up second and third with nobody out. And that will bring Blake Bargander to the plate. Singled his last time up, 1 for 2. The pitch. That one is fouled back and out of play. Strike 1, 0-1. Sets. Steps off, nothing going. The pitch. High and tight, ball 1, 1-1. Go look at second. The pitch. In the dirt, good stop behind the plate by Stiglitz, 2-1. The kick and the pitch. High, 3-1. The pitch. High, ball 4, bases are loaded. That's the first time in second time in this game they've loaded them up. But that will bring Coach out, and I think that's going to be it for Lidner. It will be. We will step aside. Pitching change here in the 4th. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the 4th. Abby Colby has already pushed a run across. I get the sweat out of my eyes here. Warm one for sure up here in today. Our first real warm summer day. Take a look and see who's pitching. 4, I believe that is going to be Reed Stiglitz. So batting number 3, Brandon Dietrich. Walking an error, he's 0 for 1. Stiglitz takes a look, the kick, and the pitch. That one just missing for a ball, 1-0. The kick and the pitch. High for a ball, 2-0. A little bit more speed on this one, on his pitches. From one of our number 4s that I'm 90% sure is Reed Stiglitz. The kick and the pitch. Big cut and a miss, strike 1. 2-1 as the lights go out. One of the loyal coaches saying the glove pop turned the lights off. So the outfield lights are still on. The infield lights cut out. Depending on the situation, probably a little too dark to keep playing. Give you the difference here. Waiting here now as we get the delay. Waiting for the lights to come back on here. So we'll have highlights tomorrow from Appleton. Should have, so Columbus Catholic plays at 10:30, about 10 o'clock. We will then have, that's their scheduled time. Obviously, all that probably going to get thrown out the window today with all of the, with all the weather due tomorrow. But right now they are scheduled to play at 10:30. Right after that, we will have the Division 3. That will be Amherst versus, as my mind eludes me right now, Amherst versus Cuba City. And that scheduled to start approximately 12:30. Obviously, that, who knows. And then the final game of the night that we'll have a highlight of, scheduled to start approximately 5:30. That is Mosinee versus Jefferson. As we continue to wait for the lights to come on here in Abbotsford. The outfield lights stayed on. So the outfield perfectly lit. We can just turn the game around and play it from the outfield if we need to. So a 2-1 count on Brandon Dietrich. As we continue to wait for the lights. Not 100% sure we're going to get it back. Nope, they are still completely out. Sometimes these older lights take a little bit of time to warm back up, but definitely too dark to continue, even with the limited lighting. So the loyal infield having some laughs at the pitcher's mound as they wait for things to come back. I think they'd want one more at bat. Not even seeing much of anything coming through as now Coach Bargander is going to head out to the concession stand / bathroom / utility building to see if he can figure out what's going on. But we're going to step aside here for just a moment while they get the lights back on. We'll be back right after this.
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we are here to help you with your local home needs. Whether it's your first house, or your dream house, or your last house, Fairway is here for you. We care about our customers because they are not only our neighbors, but our friends. We are a locally owned mortgage company, and we pride ourselves on helping better our community and our customers. If you would like to learn more about your home options, please give me a call today at 715-384-7878.
Well, it gets even darker as two of the light towers now in right center go out. And some of the outfielders working their way in now, too, to wait for the lights to come back. Gotta think at some point soon they might just call this. They can't get the lights to come back. Pan out so you can kind of see. Now more go out. The tower down the right field line goes out. Oh, one light comes back onto the tower behind the third base dugout. They're going to bring Loyal's going to bring the team off the field here for a little bit while they get this worked out. We're going to step aside again. Looks like we're just starting to get some lights to come. Nope, that one will's back out. So just the three light towers working right now, but we'll be back once we know more. So stick around. Well, we continue to wait for the lights to come back. Coach Bargander back out. I think this might be the entire now that the Abby Colby dugout empties out to second base. Just waiting to see if looking around and two coaches talking. I wonder if maybe they nope, they're going to call it. So this one will end due to lighting failures. We'll try and brighten this up as best we can so you can see the handshake. But yep, the lights go out and that will be the final. So that will end it. That will end our broadcast here tonight. Abbotsford Colby gets the win 8-2 in the light shortened game. We will wrap it up here right now. We will see you all tomorrow for highlights from state baseball and